Well, good day, tubes. How's she hanging? Pretty good here. So I got to do an oil change on the Toyota. It's due, and looks like we got fall in here too. That's great. Some fall in there. What happens when you park under trees? Look how dirty the engine is now, eh? Holy smokes. I think they give it a quick wash and then spray it with WD-40 when you buy them and they're new, or used, sorry. So anyways, yeah, we got to get her up on the ramps. And this is a part I don't really like, but once we're up, we're good. But it's not my favorite part, we'll say. Put them up on here. And then I gotta try to get under this thing. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. Okay, I hate putting these things on these things, but they're up. We're good, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, we should be fine there. It's right up to the front. Oh, it's just like getting over the hump, and then it's like going, you're going to, but you shouldn't go up and over, but it could happen. That could definitely happen. So, all right, we need to let's open that, get some air. And this thing really needs a transmission fluid change. 150,000 K on it, and it's pretty dark looking. And I've done, smells not too bad though, that's good. I've done transmission changes before, and I don't know what it is. Something always goes wrong not too far down the road. Like Scotty Kilmer says, if you watch Scotty, says if it's already dirty like that, just leave it in. Don't change it, because it's got grit in there, and if you take all that out and you put in some new slippery fluid, it'll just spin and it'll slip. So you're best just to leave the old stuff in if you haven't done it. So probably what we're going to end up doing, although I don't know. But anyways, we got to get some boards under there, some tools, and stupid frickin' special oil filter wrench for under there. Stupid plastic garbage crap stuff. I hate it. We're into all these like canister ones, and then they come out with new cars still with these stupid plastic caps with the stupid filter oil underneath. It's really dumb. Anyways, I got one of those. I got to go get it. And we got some oil. We're gonna check in here after two. There's just the two of them. Yeah, we'll check that after and see how that's looking. And yeah, let's get out of here. Sweet. Pay in the rear end. So small under there. I don't know where I'm going to put you under here. You might just have to sit right in the ground and kind of look up, but see what we can do. Well, that's about the best I can get you. I'm sorry. That's the best I can get you. Well, there's that stupid wrench thing. Special buy just to get the stupid filter off. And I'll show you where that is in a second here. Yeah, maybe we'll work on that first, actually, and get that drained out first. I always do it the other way, and I'm like, I should have done it the other way. But, oh, we're going to get under here a little more. This has some little locky tabs that go on. I can't really see it yet. There. So these little, one of these little lock tabs will go onto the thing up in there. Something like that. You got to watch with this one. This doesn't come off too easy. You got to watch that you don't stick it on too hard, and then you have to kind of wreck the cap to get it off. But every oil change place I've been to, when they've done this one, they've just cranked the crap out of it. It's like, dude, there's an O-ring in that thing. You just have to tighten it down. You don't got to rip on it and tighten it up wicked tight. Smell like a... Really? Alright, so that'll just drain there a minute. Then we got to take this thing out and put the new filter in this little plastic cover housing thing. There we go. Let that drain a minute there. She's almost 10,000 kilometers since I did it. About 9,700. So I mean, that's enough. So we'll have to. Oh yeah, it smells like about 10,000 K. I do use synthetic in it, so I guess that helps a bit. All right, let's just put that out there for a minute. We'll have to put that after. We'll get this one going here now. And that, I think, was 14. Am I right or wrong? Oh, I'm right. That'll work. Yeah, it's so tight under here. That's about the best shot I can get you. I can barely get under here, even on the ramps. I wish the ramps were a little higher, but, I mean, they work. They're fine. They're fine. All right. All right. Get that washer to come off or stay there, maybe. Oh yeah, that's warm. Oh boy, that's warm. Now this bucket, I don't know if I got enough room in it. I'm hoping I do. I'm just gonna sit here a minute and kind of see. Oh yeah, we should be fine. That's pretty dark stuff. Glad I put my glove on. I'll put that off to the side. I'll let that drain away a few minutes there. I just come back from a nice ride, so it's good and warm. It's all mixed up. And we'll grab the filter here and we'll do some work on it. I should have brought the filter in here with me, but I will take it out and do it out there. Okay, so that's the filter there. I got a new one in the box here. Good old AC Delco Professional. So pull this guy out. That's it there. Not a whole lot to it for a little car. Clean this out a little bit here. And there's a new O-ring for it too. You get a new O-ring every time. So we'll get that fished off of here. That's good. Yeah, they think they gotta crank the crap out of these things. And even that's still on there tight enough that it might be fun to get it off. It's not really on straight either. Oh. I just don't want to get it stuck on there, right? Went on fine, but okay, let me see if I can get a little something to tap on that. One thing I don't like about this car is this stupid thing. Right. It's got to fit on, and this probably doesn't help. This isn't really clean. That's your bypass thing there, right? Basically, canister filter with one of these silly things on it. So that's supposed to go, but it's such a tight fit, I don't want to jam her down too hard there. Still a little bit of oil on this thing, so I'm going to let that sit a minute. And, well, that's your old one anyways. Pretty gross. And, there's the new one. It's a little different. Same diameter, it's a little more filter meaty on this one. Made in China. Geez, Delco, really? Oh well. Can't live forever, I guess. So that will just snap down into here. probably got enough oil on this to smear on the new one. And we should be good. We'll put that back on now. Oh, wait a minute. We gotta put this on. Duh. Oh, geez. I don't really like the fit of that one, but yeah, that's it. It's about yay high. Yeah, it's pretty close. Okay, should be good to go. Sweet. Okay, so we'll throw this thing back in here, and then I'll let that drip a little longer maybe, but I'm gonna just maybe put this back in here while I'm working. Stop the dripping on my arm while my arm's in there. And my shoulders, I think, are too wide for in here, underneath here. But I guess it was winter time, just pre-winter here, but it was winter time when I took this to one of the oil change places in town here, and they did it. I think I did it the next spring, and I'm like, I couldn't even get the stupid cap off. I'm like, why would you put it so tight? I'll show you how tight it's got to go. It'll meet the bottom, and then just tight, like just snug it. That's all you'll need. Because that gasket's pushing on that housing now, right? That's all you need right there. Done. And they just crank it on to like 100 foot-pounds or whatever it was. I couldn't get it off. I had to smash on this cap harder because it actually skipped around here. And well, there's a lock here too, but I did have it unlocked. And I couldn't get the cap off my thing here, so I ended up having to tap through the top here. Right, and then I put a tiny little crack right in the middle of that thing, that plastic cap, so then it would constantly leak. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'm gonna let this drip a little longer here, maybe just get more of the goodness out. You know, I'll let her drip a little longer, and should be good. We got to put 4 liters back in. Not a whole lot, and I kind of look around right now for any leaks. Beauty thing about this is I'm really covered in stuff, so I can't really show you, but the beauty thing is up here on the transmission pan, there's actually a drain plug, so you don't have to take it all apart unless you're doing the filter. But I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna touch it. But anyways, oh, I didn't bring a towel with me, but I'll give you a little story here while we're waiting here. The car on the exhaust on the back, so it goes of course up for the manifold up here, and then back through resonator pipe, and then the catalytic converter, and there's a short pipe that goes to basically the back axle, and then it kind of flares up, and there's a flange on there where the muffler and a short piece of muffler pipe flanges onto that. Well, the flange on this side of, like the pipe side here, broke off. So it was basically the muffler was just kind of hanging there, so it got really loud, and then like and louder, and then all of a sudden it was like stock car within about a week. So I didn't do a video of it because it was a friggin' nightmare, but I did get her fixed. I had to get the flange off the pipe side, clean up the pipe real well, clean up the flange, actually sandblasted it, got it all in position again, and tack welded it, and then welded it all around. I couldn't get on the pass driver's side though too well, so I just did the inside. And then I had to get the new flange donut, they call it. It goes, it's the pipe side is kind of tapered, and this little donut thing goes in there, and then you put the other flange on and then tighten it down, and then I silicone them together as well, so it helps a little more. So, but anyways, that was fun. Got her fixed and running again, and this is kind of a nuisance, but I didn't video it because I had to do it after work too, right? And this is Sunday, of course, today, but I had to do it after work, and it's like freaking dark out here, and I'm like, oh, I can't film like that. So, I guess that's still dribbling oil there, but I think I'll cap her off. What the heck? Should be all good now. It's 99.999.999.22929299292 out now. Now, did you remember that number? That's good there. All right, we are done under the car. Thank goodness. I don't really like it under here too much. So we'll, I didn't bring a towel with me, but we should be good. Well, that's the oil. She's pretty much syrup. It looks like molasses. That's pretty bad. I'll tell you what, this thing does not burn a drop of oil yet. 150,000 K, that's pretty good. One thing I did notice the other day though, and I didn't kind of particularly like that, it had a bit of a chain rattle when it started cold. I'm like, oh, and that'd be buried under this end of the engine, I'm sure, in the timing chain and stuff. It hasn't flown any codes yet on us, so I think we're all right there, but I didn't, we'll say, particularly like that a whole lot. When it, for about 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and then it was fine. Once it builds the oil pressure up, it pushes the chain tensioners, and then that's basically that chain flapping in there and hitting the side casing and stuff. Eventually it'll wear through or break something, but hopefully by then we're long gone with this car. So 150,000 K, you can see like some of the plastics starting to look a little brittle, you know, turning a little colors, and it won't be long until manifold's probably going to be leaking because it's plastic from the heat and cool cycles. Anyways, we got to get 4 liters of oil, and down the spout she goes. Okay, this is actually a 5 liter jug I got here, Castrol Edge 0W20. Pretty fine oil, this stuff. Unlock maximum performance. Yeah, in a 1.2 liter piece of junk. Actually, it sounded pretty good. I never drove it when that muffler was off, but it did sound pretty good. So I'm going to go to, where are we here? 2 liters right there. I'm going to do 2 and 2, I think, so it's a little bit easier to pour in. Because this is a 5 liter, so I think it's actually, if I remember right, it's actually a little less than that 4. I think, if I remember right. Okay, so I'm going to turn this way. And we're going to there. Nice clean syrup. .5, 2. Okay. Always put your cap back on. You never know if you're going to knock that off. Whoosh, all over the place. All right. Do I need a funnel? I'm going to try without here, maybe. Try without. I think I can manage that. Nice. Make sure you put your plug back in first too. I know I did, but I've done that before. I'm like, oil all over the floor. I think it was on the mower. On the not the John Deere, or the 110, the little mower. I think it was a little mower. I'm like, ah, crap. Yeah, that was a lot of towels. Okay, the first 2 are in. We'll just let that drain out a moment there. We'll grab a clean towel for checking our levels after we get the other 2, close to the other 2 in. All right, and the other 2, I'm just going to add most of this. I'm going to add most of this, and then we'll see. We've got some on the stick. And then we'll fire it up, let it run a minute, let it settle out again. While it's settling out, we'll check the air filter. Got 3/4 of a liter left there, so let's just check our level. We'll give her a good clean here first. We got some in there. Still draining down a bit, but I'm going to put a little bit more into her, I think. I think it was this car, if I remember right, that's not quite 4 liters. Quite 4 liters. Let's just check her again, make sure we got some in there. Yeah, that's probably alright. Gonna run her for a short time here and check her after we let her settle a bit. Hopefully that jug stays there. Should be alright. Fill that filter a little bit and cycle around a little bit. Probably should be a lot. Alright, so let's let her sit there a minute or 10 and we'll have a look at this air filter. Alright, let's see what we got in here. We already did the clips. It should come out and then... Oh, it's not really too bad. I say that, but let's have a look at a brand new one here and see how bad it is. I don't really think I'm gonna change that quite yet. Well, what the heck. Filters are cheap. Engines aren't. Now, what the heck way did that come out? Sure there was a right and a wrong way. And down there doesn't seem to have a right and a wrong way. I think that's it there though. Remember, this is only plastic too, so if it doesn't fit together right, something's not right. Here, for instance, well, sure we go. Yeah, that one wasn't tremendously bad yet, but it's got a bit of debris in there. I guess I'll do her. Why not? Bosch, one piece. Get those from Rock Auto. Pretty good. I think they're like 12 bucks or something. Not too bad. All right, gotta let that battery. Looking at the battery. I'll let this sit a little longer, but that's some interesting stuff we should do to our batteries. Clean the top of it here. Because you will have problems with cross voltage from here to here if it gets too wet through here, and it'll drain your battery out. And then you'd be like, oh crap, what's wrong with my battery? So I'm just going to get some stuff and clean that. Should probably take the retainer off of here, but I'll get as much of it as I can. Yeah, you can actually drain or help drain your battery out if you get too much moisture-y stuff on the top of this, which is basically like the battery doing its own thing. Those connections don't look too bad. I usually sometimes clean them too, but they don't look too bad. That was a new battery, I think 2 years ago or 3 years ago maybe, so it's probably due again. 18. 3 years, yeah. Yeah, that'll help anyways. Get rid of the worst of her. Okay, that should be good. Well, let's check our levels. Gonna give her a clean wipe first. I'm kind of surprised over all the years I've been making cars, they haven't come up with something different for oil level indicating, like I guess the stick is, it's definitely going to tell you what's in there. A lot of people don't know how to do that though, honestly. And something in the flashes in there and say your oil level is at 29%. So where are we? I think we're about halfway there, but boy, it's so clean. Try that again. Yeah, I think we better put the rest of this in here. 4 liters, eh? I don't know. Put this in and see how much it brings it up. Let her settle a bit again. Okay, I'll let that sit there a few minutes. And we'll check her again. Now this coolant's a hair bit low too here, so maybe I'll add a hair bit into that. But once a year I gotta add a little bit. I think that's probably fine. There's no leak, I don't think. It's just a little bit weeps out here and there, I guess. This is the genuine pink stuff from Toyota. This is gonna be fun to try to get that. Brought her up to pretty good there. It's not necessarily low in the radiator, it's just a bit low in this overflow bottle. So if the radiator happens to expand and contract, it'll suck and, you know, through this whole system. But there's a checker here too. But that's probably still not super hot, but I could check that too, I guess. But it should be up fine there. And that's good. Washer fluid. Maybe I'll top that up for her too then. A little bit of blue here, a little bit of pink there. Just top this up. I don't know how far down. I don't have a full jug here, but take it all. Not quite. I was hoping I might have got another oil pan jug. That'll do. Bubbling a bit. Sweet. Okay, that's topped up. Okay, let's give her another check here. See how close we are now. And you gotta remember it's up on the stand too, so it'll be leaning back a little bit. It's about halfway up there. I think I might. Weird. I thought it was less on this one, but no. Maybe it's 4.3 liters. Let's put in that little bit. That should be good. Of course, I got a little bit left over in there, but it's all right. Just check her there. Okay. A little bit left in the jug there, like not hardly anything, like about 100 milliliters maybe. That's enough to put it over though, right? So if I see it's come up here good, I'm going to call that good. Should sit longer though, let it soak down a bit. Yeah, we're up to the top dot there pretty much. I'm going to try that. Always check it again the next kind of day, right? Especially when it's on its flat. Alright. That should be good. Well, while we're here, we'll maybe check the battery here with the old top-down battery checker. So we've got to put this guy on the positive. I'm pretty positive. If I can get a good bite onto that thing. I'm pretty sure this is going to go on the negative. Because I'm not too negative about that. Okay, now this battery is 785 cranking amps. So we've got 12.72 in it. So that's not bad. I'll have to read this off to you because you probably won't be able to see. 785. I don't know if I can get that precise, but so English, out of, nope, back. In vehicle. We'll say this is after charging because we have been running it. It's regular flooded cranking amps. 785. So if I go down a little bit. $785 cranking amps. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, testing it. Now we can test starting and charging as well here, which is kind of neat. So that's pretty good. State of health 100. State of charge is 98. Actually got 970 amps out of this battery right now. That's pretty good. When it's supposed to be at 785, pretty good. Good battery, it says, so. Okay. Crank testing. We're gonna start the engine. Fire it up! Okay, RPM's detected. Testing. This will test the alternator too. In a moment here. Time cranking normal, 10.88 volts. Okay. Charging test, yes please. Loaded testing. That'll tell us what it's charging to. Increase rev, well, I never have to do that, but increase rev detected. Okay. Testing. And this is just idle too. You gotta remember it's gonna probably go better at a little better. So loaded, no loaded, 14.6. That's good. Charging normal, ripple normal. That's good. So the battery's good. Don't worry about that then. Sweet. All right, I'm happy with that. I will back her down now. It's good. I barely fit in the front here either. It's terrible. But anyways, there we go. Car is finished. I gotta put all this stuff away. Well, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later. And you guys have a good day.